Hey, Scott Carley here, and I'm so glad that you've come to join me on energizing your virtual networking proficiency. Hey, we're going to have a great time over the next few weeks learning how to really ace this virtual networking stuff, and you're going to love it. You're going to find that getting on Zoom and finding other people just like you who are trying to connect, trying to build relationships, trying to do some business, they're out there, and you're going to find them and they're going to find you. And one of the things we're going to do over the next few weeks is help you to become proficient at that, help you to let it become second nature in the way you network so that you're never afraid of getting on a Zoom call, going to a networking event. Maybe it's a happy hour, or it could be a Rotary Club, could be a mastermind or a round table, uh, anything. And you're going to step in there with confidence and assurance that you're in the right place. Your target market is somewhere in the audience, and you have scripts and you have found ways to connect with them into a private meeting so that you can talk shop a little bit. So we're going to have a great time over the next few weeks, and I'm just so happy that you've come to join me today. So one of the first places we want to start is finding out where you are. I mean, you may fall into one of three categories. You may feel like you're a novice, and oh my word, you're nervous about all this Zoom stuff, and how do I look, and how do I sound, and is my machine set up right, and what do I say, where do I go? You may be nervous about that and be unsure, but we're going to clear the air on that and help you to become proficient. You may be much better. You may have been doing this for a while. You've kind of got some things together. You've got your script together about how you're going to introduce yourself. You may have figured out your machine and your camera and your microphone, and you've got all that set up, and you know where to network and how to talk to people. And so great. I congratulate you. I think you will still pick up a lot of good stuff. And you may be a pro. You may just have this down and you are so good at it. Then you just slide in there and you just make an impression and you're smooth and good. And you're getting referrals and people are pointing you out and commenting on things about your networking and your background and how you do. You're still going to pick up some great points about how to have incredible, energized, virtual networking proficiency. So let's get started. Let's find out where you are. Let's see how you're doing. So let me share my screen with you. And I want to share an assessment that we put together on energizing your virtual networking proficiency. And this assessment is 6 categories with 18 questions. It's 18 questions altogether that will help you to understand how you're doing. So as you read each statement, you will grade yourself either a 3, man, this describes me exactly. A number 2, well, this describes me sometimes. Or number 1, nah, I don't do this much. So let's just go through each one of them. Get your pen out and your paper. Let's just go through them. Number 1, I show genuine curiosity when meeting new people on Zoom. Does that describe you exactly? Sometimes or not really? Number 2, I attend a Zoom meeting regularly in my target market. Is your target market hanging out in that Zoom room? Number 3, I take screenshots of the virtual meetings I attend so I can put a name with a picture. I don't know about you, but I remember faces a lot easier than I do a name. Number 4, my 60-second introduction can be adjusted depending on the product I'm promoting. I always do that. I do that sometimes. No, I don't do that at all. Where do you fit? Number 5, I get emails and phone calls weekly from hot leads referred to me by people in my virtual network. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Get a call, get a referral. Number 6, I have my own Zoom account that allows me to attend and chat in whatever virtual Zoom events I want to go. Number 7, I educate and tell stories rather than try to sell to my referral partners. That's a good idea. Number 8, my tagline is fresh and catchy with no commission breath. Have you heard that before? Yeah. Number 9, I have a clear plan for following up on contacts I make virtually. Hey, that's really important. Have a follow-up plan. Number 10, my products and services are easy for me to describe in specific terms anyone can understand. Well, that's really important. Number 11, I use the chat in my Zoom to say, hey, are you up to a Zoom chat at virtual events? Yeah, the chat box is really great to connect with people privately, not just as a group. Number 12, I use my 30-second conversational script at least once a week to book a Zoom chat. That's a big deal. Conversationally. Number 13, I visit social virtual settings of target markets and target market clients monthly. Got to hang out with them. Number 14, part of my client interaction is asking for referrals. Hey, there's no shame in asking clients for referrals. Number 15, I use my scheduling app to set up Zoom meetings for people I meet in virtual events. Number 16, I belong to an online book mastermind. Number 17, I have developed a reputation for a particular service or product line. Number 18, I ask questions and do a lot of listening when I'm on Zoom. So do those describe you exactly? Not really, not at all. So fill out that assessment and then go to the next page. And we get to the next page, just score yourself. Whatever you said for statement 7, put the answer. Statement 5, put the answer. Statement 14, and on and on. Fill that out, and then we'll come back and talk about it. Okay, great. Now that you've had a chance to take a look at your assessment, let's go over it line by line. So it's really important that as you go through each of those, you're able to see really exactly where you fit so that you're up to speed or you need some help in whichever area it is. So let's go to the first group, word of mouth referrals. Now, if you scored an 8 or a 9, you're in great shape. Way to go, congratulations. If it's a 6 or a 7, well, you probably could use some help and you've got room for improvement. If you scored below a 5, oh my God, I'm so glad that you're on the call today because we're going to help you out. So word of mouth referrals, how did you score on that? So this is really important. The reason that we use Zoom and chat is so that we can get referrals from referral partners or people who know somebody who needs our products and services. And we're there to build relationships so that it's a win-win. I'm listening so that I can give referrals, but I want to receive referrals. So if I'm educating people, creating interest, then it's likely that my referrals are going to be coming in. The next box, your virtual conversations. Okay, how are you doing with your virtual conversations? Are you able to connect with people maybe in the chat box or in conversations with people that are at the happy hour or in that event, whatever it is? When you go into breakout sessions, do you foster a conversation? Are you inhibited? Do you help get the conversation started or at least join in and offer your opinion and do a lot of listening? That's really important because that's how people get to know you. That's how they build a high trust credit score with you and you with them. Yeah, that's important. Okay, follow-up. Boy, follow-up is really huge because follow-up is all of, I met you, We had a connection. We had a great conversation. Now, how am I going to follow up with you? How did you score in that? Are you able to set appointments outside of that Zoom meeting for another one-on-one Zoom meeting? Did you invite them to one of your Zoom events that they could come and join you? Yeah, so follow up. That's pretty critical. Your virtual networks. Okay, where are you going? Where are you networking? I mean, do you have a list of virtual networking events that you can attend? Most of them don't have any fee to them. You may have to join a club. You may have to get involved. But what are they? What is your list? How many of those are your target market? How many of those are with referral partners? Yeah, so they're out there. You just have to find them and become a part of them, and then build community with the people that are in your tribe. The next one, networking a virtual event. Oh my word. So what do? You show up. Oh, here I am. Hey, I want to meet everybody. How do you network an event like that? You score 8 or a 9, 6 or a 7, 5, a 4. Oh my God. And then the last one, clarifying your niche product. You know, you have a product or a service that you provide, whatever it is. It may be something that is very concrete and specific. It may be a service that you provide. Whatever it is, are you clear about that? Do you have a very clear, concise way to describe the problem that your product or services solve? Okay, score yourself. So looking here, now you can tell the areas where you're strong and you're doing good, and you just maybe need to improve and hone them down and make them a little better. But you may have found a few areas that you're going, oh my God, Scott, help me. Are we going to cover this? Because I need help with it. And the answer is yes. We're going to cover everything that we described on this assessment. So you're in luck. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter whether you're just a novice, whether you're in the middle of this, or if you're even a pro. We're going to cover every one of those and help you to become a proficient virtual networker. So I look forward to talking to you on our next video, and we're going to have a great time. We're going to talk about some very specific things that you can do to get ready so that you have the tools and the equipment to be ready to network. So I look forward to talking to you soon.